You are now live. Advent Cocktail Day 12, the halfway mark, with a very, very, very special guest tonight, Mr. John Cherry himself. Hello, Em. Shouldn't you be at your bar? What are you doing?
Slinging drinks.
Making pizzas now. Pizzas and substantial meal.
Peanuts.
Substantial olives in your martini. Hi. Hello, Carrie. How are you? So we are making one of John's favorite cocktails. This is one that we have been doing for ages and ages. When we first launched the one and only gin we had, Sir Robin of Locksley, we were looking for interesting things to do with cocktails that were not just gin and tonics. And so we looked up various cocktails, and John stumbled upon the Pegu Club. And we've been doing a little bit of reading about the Pegu Club today because we decided to do it. And the way we do it is slightly different than most recipes. A lot of recipes call for simple syrup, which we don't use. So I guess it's another ish cocktail, not working this weekend, popping in and out. Dramas of substantial food. I can't wait to hear more about that. So ours has no simple syrup, only one type of bitter. We don't use triple sec, obviously. We use Morocello instead. And the recipe that you found called for mineral water. And we did a little reading today. And they say to leave out the mineral water if you're using wet ice. So if you're behind the bar and the ice has like a coating of water, not as opposed to dry ice, because you don't shake cocktails with dry ice generally. But ice that straight from the freezer won't dilute as much, won't contribute as much liquid. So I guess it just needs a little more dilution.
It's pretty boozy.
It's pretty boozy. But it's lovely. And it's so strange because lime and orange are the main flavor components. But every time I drink it, I think it tastes like snow. Like Jack Frost's kiss. That's what I say every time I've tried it. So we're going to do two tonight because we've never done it with the VSOT. And John has decided that he wants to try it even stronger. Why not? So, shall we do them side by side?
We did with Nick. We did this with Nick.
We've done this online once. You may have seen it before. We did it for with Nick from Nick's Gin and Beers. But yes, so tonight we will be doing one each. Do you want to pour the gin and I will cut the limes and get some limes squeezing?
It's 50 ml of gin, I think, isn't it?
It's 50 ml of
so
gin.
You're going left or you're going right?
Did I take a knife out already? I washed it. It needs to come out. Okay. I'm doing Sir Robin of Locksley. You're doing VSOT. So I just watched Sam from Shakespeare doing a cocktail masterclass as well. He's been occasionally tuning in to mine. And we are talking about possibly doing something together. So I'm going to send them, I think they have some of our stuff. We have some of their stuff already. And we're going to do a joint cocktail using each other's products and having a bit of a chat at some point. But look out for them as well.
So it's 50 ml of gin, and then it's 25 ml of triple sec. But instead of using triple sec, we're using our Morocello.
Blood orange liqueur.
Blood orange liqueur. So it is quite orangey. It
is very orangey. It's made in the same way that limoncello is made, but we use the peel of blood orange instead of lemons. Oh, I'm wearing my slippers. I'm going to take them off. Stop making that
It's water.
That is water, yes.
So there's then 12.5 ml of lime juice and 12.5 ml of water.
Thank you.
You do the honours with the lime.
I will. I'm using Em's favorite trick. And I think it actually gets more juice out than
probably does
the citrus squeezer that we have. That's 10. So a little more than half a lime.
If you got a real big lime, it's about half a lime.
There's you.
Thank you.
Do you want to get ice?
Yeah.
So Sam did a cocktail with a mince pie, and we we had done a mince pie infused VSOT when we did our cocktail collaboration with Tom, but it was one of the ones that we never managed to save. This is my favorite tip, and Cynthia, I always credit you. Oh, thank you. It really works well, doesn't it? And lime in mine. Thank you. And I will use the Locksley green one since you're going VSOT. Ooh. And giving it a shake. Ready?
You put
I put lime in yours, yes. I hope I put yours first. Yours might have... Oh, wait, we forgot the orange dashes.
Oh, yeah.
Dashes. 2 dashes of orange bitters. Don't forget that. It's important. 1, 2. 1, 2.
Now, the original recipe is in the Savoy cocktail bar. Most of the other recipes now have the simple syrup, but the original Savoy one doesn't.
Because?
But it has Angostura and orange bitters in, so I guess they didn't want it quite as orangey.
Okay.
But neighbours are going to wonder what time.
Oh, that's why I don't use the Locksley green one. Because I can't get it off. I'm having your problem, Em. I'll do 3 or 4 of these in a hurry. That one's mine. I'm going into just a chilled coupe. Standard restaurant issue, but elegant and lovely.
I'm going white wine glass.
Oops, double strain, sorry. A little. Are we getting less and less prepared as each of these go by halfway through Advent?
Because we know where everything is, I think.
And there's something in the combination of the lime and the orange that it doesn't taste like Christmas. Oh, do you want the same? I took the other one out. But it makes me feel like snow, which is such a strange thing. And I'm going to cut a little slice of lime. I have a tasting soon, so I won't be able to stay long. Oh, hi, Sam. You've joined. I just mentioned you. And your mince cocktail looked amazing. I loved it with that mulberry gin liqueur. We did a mince pie infusion and turned it into a cocktail when we did one with Tom. So we put it in the whipper.
Cream whipper.
Cream whipper with a full mince pie, including the crust. You got a really buttery flavor from the crust. And then we made another foam with brandy and butter and floated that on the top of it. It was absolutely insane, but the butter kind of solidified at room temperature as soon as it hit the cold. So we need to find a different way of creating a brandy butter foam. Cheers. So here's where our Pegu Clubs 1 and 2, one with VSOT and one with your regular Sir Robin of Locksley.
Holy crap, that's strong. It still works though.
Great
Works
color.
both ways.
Yeah, the color I think is from the Morocello. I prefer it with the original. That's a little too strong for me.
Just probably a spot more lime juice in there.
Oh, I do love a Pegu Club though. It is delicious.
So it's named after a Burmese drinking den. It was a gentleman's club back in the 1880s when it was built. So it's pre-prohibition, and kind of the cocktail got quite famous and travelled around the world. Really, the club's no longer there. I think it became a barracks. It's in Burma, Myanmar, but because obviously people like the cocktail and they were travelling around and stuff, it became quite well known in all the kind of posh hotel bars around the world. And there was, until last year, very sadly, a lovely little bar in New York called the Pegu Club, that was one of the best bartenders, Audrey Saunders in New York, opened, and I can't remember why they closed last year.
Was it?
It was open for about. It might
Was
have
it
been,
not COVID?
It could have been
COVID
related.
I think it was
yeah.
a COVID thing. I think it was teetering on the edge, and COVID killed
But it
it.
was open for about 15 years, and did some fantastic cocktails, just on Houston Street, not far from where I used to work.
And Em and I are doing another cocktail Thursday, I think we said, because I have something Wednesday and Friday, and she has something on Tuesday. Yes, Thursday. So I will see you again on Thursday with Em. But we'll see you all tomorrow for another cocktail. Do you have anything else to contribute about our lovely Pegu Club?
It's fantastic.
That's really nice. That's strong for me. Anybody have any questions or anything? Lovely to see you all. Hello, Mr. Brooks. All right. I think. Bye, Carrie. Thanks for tuning in again. I think we're going to call it a night and go eat some Nando's. We can get delivery. We can't have a substantial meal out of our house with this drink. You'll be in touch for more. We're out of raspberry right now, but we're making it this week. We're desperately trying to restock our everything. But yes, so hopefully this week we will have everything, in addition to a collaboration that we're launching, a second Christmassy collaboration with a local restaurant. Enjoy your Saturday night too, Em. I will talk to you soon.
Cheers, guys.
Have a good night.
Enjoy the rest of the weekend.
Bye.
See you tomorrow.